Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another setting of Rage Across New York. As Simon, or Grant Eternal Rest, whatever you want to call him, um, after the night he had, wakes up, does whatever he has, and he'll look for Shin-Lo, ask around, if he's cooking. I guess he's in the guardian's cabin.
He will be cooking on his famous hot plate that he likes to use. And it seems like he has gotten a rather, a, it seems like he has gotten another one that supports a lot of cooking on it, basically about 5 feet. And it is perfect for his cooking purposes. You will see him in his same spot near the training grounds, basically his home. And just got done making this fine and glorious meal, basically.
So he'll come, he'll smell. Hello, Shin-Lo, with a smile.
Shin-Lo will look up and he'll say, "Hello, Grant. Um, are you here to join me in the morning meal?"
Um, I was wanting to talk, but haven't had breakfast, so might as well.
Of
He'll
course.
sit. So, what did you make?
What do you say?
Well, he'll sit down going, so what did you make?
Well, I made usually in the mornings they will ask for. Usually in the mornings you will want to have food that can provide protein and get the brain going. So basically, I have dumplings, um, protein in it, a lot of variables, a lot of different meats that I got from the can. I was, and basically he'll point on basically it'll kind of like be split down the middle, but still in the same circle formation. The other side is venison. The side is basically just seasoned hamburger meat mixed with chicken.
And he'll nod, and he'll try the venison one first.
Yeah,
Very
by the
good.
way, they're real. By the way, they're real. They're they're big enough to make sure that if you get like 3 or 4 of them, that you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
quite.
Okay. Yeah. So he'll eat the one of the venison ones. That's pretty good. Try one of the other ones, the mixed ones. Damn. Not sure which one to pick. They're both delicious.
And he'll look over to the box. He'll look over to like this little box that he got set up. I was planning on taking some over to where the Guardians are at so they can try some.
That's yeah. I. By the way, thank you for. Well, you often make loads of food for loads of people. So yeah, thank you.
No, it is no problem at all. It is and he'll point over to the rest of the people. This is what I do on my spare time. I am learning how to cook and I am following the instructions very closely. I often say when I cook, it gives me a peace of mind.
I mean, yeah, I get that. Everybody has. Well, we all have to find something that takes our minds off things. Um, by the way, I wanted to talk about yesterday.
Yes, what about yesterday?
What? Well, I was here for most of it, but what's the deal with you and Dallas?
Well, when I fell to the worldly manners of trying to understand the mundane world, which was a poor mistake on my part. I should be only focused on mundane matters when it actually suits the purpose of the Emerald Mother. I broke one of the virtues and basically lusted after another woman that basically I think Dallas has claimed. So when this happened, basically I somewhat indistinctly challenged. Wasn't no breach of no veil or anything. I challenged. Basically, it was kind of if you was to watch, it was kind of almost a thing of bravado between two peers. But yes, I challenged her. Things got messy, and now we are here. I admit full mistake, and I've taken my beatings, and I care to move on from this. For it was just nothing but a little mistake. But little mistakes often around in this sector, I'm starting to know little mistakes can amount to a lot, depending on the people who asking me.
And he'll nod. Yeah, I can definitely agree to that due to personal reasons. But uh, I mean, to lust after someone is it's not after the code I know.
Yes, it is. It was one of the things that I forsook one of my virtues for as a as a holy monk, and I wish to rectify that. Now I'm rectifying that.
And he'll nod. I mean, to tell you the truth, well, I was hoping you'd kick her ass. I have my differences with her. I think she's arrogant and narrow-minded. But well, one thing is for sure, she is a. I've seen her fight. She's a great warrior of the nation.
Hmm. Well, I've seen you. I've seen you fight. I've seen you fight, Grant, and I appreciate your tactics around on the battlefield. You fight like an iron. But there's one thing that I would wish for you to do, and this is not. This is no order. This is nothing. This is me telling you as a brother of the sect.
And he'll nod. Go ahead, ask.
Whatever the drama that basically as the Hamas put it, whatever the drama that's going on around here, you should do your best to remain neutral. So do what you're doing now, but remain neutral as possible. Find a pack that you like. I see that I basically you've been going around talking to people, right, about packs.
Yeah.
You should remain neutral as possible. Join a pack, and everything will be okay. It seems like a lot of people carry baggage around here, and it makes no. And we all have baggages. We all have things, but people just are not. Hmm, I need to find a good word for it. They can't handle certain aspects of things.
That's definitely true. I mean, I've seen Will apparently, well, from what I've heard, Will, or how he used to be, for what I've heard, he's changed a lot lately. But he's had a lot of trouble dealing with the laws of the Go Nation as
Well,
as someone who was born Homid and grew up in human society. He has an understandable hard time understanding why we have certain laws. But I will remain neutral. Well, unless I see a specific reason to stand up to something, I'll stand up for that. But for that matter, between you and what was going to be a challenge or is going to be, I'm not sure. But the matter between you and um, and Dallas, I remain neutral. I may dislike Dallas, and and he'll smile. I don't know you that well yet, but I don't see a reason to join either side yet, not as of yet. And until I do, if I do, I probably won't. But if I do, I'll may join a side. I'll only do so if I feel I need to.
of course. And speaking upon the whole thing about when you said about Will, I, to be honest, between you and me, I see nothing. I see nothing the matter of what he's been saying.
It's rather something he did. Orders he gave out. Did you hear about the hospital mission?
I was on the hospital mission. You talk about the killing of all them people.
And he'll nod. I
Um,
You must forgive me. I wasn't feeling right that day. Actually, I thought I was still stuck in my nightmares. But what he did there, it's he's a child of Gaia, and what happened there, the orders he gave are not the ways of Unicorn. Some people there
uh,
most probably could have been cleansed, and the only reason I followed the orders was because I thought I was stuck in my nightmares. I didn't think it was real.
so, do you understand what we are? Do you understand the? I know you do because as an Alun, you're not only are you warriors of the nation, you are generals too. You're going to have to make hard decisions like that. We don't dwell in a mundane society like we used to. We protect the kinfolk. They are basically the only humans that we basically get to interact with, and they are our most prized and you know most prized and lovable citizens. But the humans, they they will go back to the cycle. They're just here. They're just, as you can say, they're just collateral damage if something happens.
We are Guru. We are our own thing, but we hold a human part and we hold a wolf part. Both should be embraced. Both, and when it comes to the kinds, to humankind and wolves, they should both be tried and be saved. Of course, our kinfolks are our first priority. They're the ones that we must protect first. But if we can save wolves or humans, then we should try and do so.
You
This
see,
doesn't take anything from the fact that we're warriors and that we will take down the ones that need to be taken down.
so you see, you still cling on to the morals that was set by So society, this mundane society, has set you on morals that basically tell you that when a hard decision comes, you can't make them hard decisions. That if collateral damage needs to be done, that you won't be able to do it. I am not criticizing you or nothing. I'm just trying to ask, just in case you move up rank and you, what happens if you make a pact and you have to do something that you're not comfortable with doing, and it may involve the mundane.
We have, I mean, and he'll think. I know we will. We all Garu will. We need to make sacrifices. We will do things that we are not proud of. But if this doesn't mean we can just go around killing the enemy and whoever stands in the way. If someone stands in the way, there should be steps taken, if possible, of course, to make sure they survive. If there is no way of saving them, then, well, it is sad, but it has to be done. However, with the number of people that were in the hospital, I doubt you could say that any of them were beyond. I doubt you could say that all of them were beyond being made pure again, being cleansed.
An
We
order was
cleanse
given.
spirits.
An order was given. You followed the order. Sometimes the orders are not pretty. Sometimes the orders we don't like. This was just a prime example of some of the stuff that you will have to do. This right here is basically what we do and what we do to preserve the balance. I'm not saying that all humans must die. I'm just saying if they stand between you and your goal to help the Emerald Mother, to help Gaia, as you call her, you should not bat an eye with laying them down and returning them to the cycle.
I agree, but cleansing them does the same thing. It it stops them from being the enemy. It won't do anything to stop us. It might be harder sometimes, and well, like I said, sometimes it can't be done, and that, as sad as it is, it does happen. I'm sorry for that. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, but it will happen. Something that must happen, I guess, unfortunately. But, well, there's no way to tell now that it has been done. Maybe, and beyond that, I've talked to people who know Will, and that's not him. The way he talks now is not the way he used to be. It's
How
not.
do they know that's him? How could they possibly know that's him? Like, to be honest, what would be the inklage of knowing that is Will? I'll be honest with you. I've when I've talked to him, it seems like nothing bad doesn't pings off about him. Nothing threatening. I don't feel threatened when I'm around him, or none of that. But the thing is, this problem, if it is a problem, hypothetically, if you think it's a problem, you can avoid it if they wouldn't have let the Weaver get out of hand. It could have all been avoided if that wouldn't have got out of hand. If they was concerned and if leadership was took it to the proper protocol of things, it wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have been going. We wouldn't have been hypothetically going through this whole will thing if proper steps would have been taken. You can't just let the weaver sit there and fester and stagnate everything around it. That's not how it goes. Don't do that.
I mean, yeah, things were definitely went out of hand before we attacked the hospital. I'm not going to disagree there. But there are many who see something wrong with what happened there. I'm not the only one.
And has they challenged them for it? Because it seems like I'm the only one. It seems like I'm the only one who actually like talked to him and tried to confront him. Only has anybody really challenged him on it? It only seems like two people. It only seems like two people has tried to talk to him, and that will include myself, which makes it a third. There's only two people who's tried talking to him. If anybody had a problem with it, they need to put their, as they say, money where their mouth is and challenge them on it instead of letting this go any further. If they have a problem with it, I know you, Grant, you're just probably in the middle ground, just wondering what's going on. This is not about you. This is about other people who have a problem with it. Other people, I'm tired of all this, this he say, she say bull crap. And like I said, it's not about you. You are on neutral grounds. You're just trying to understand what's all is going on. You're just that guy trying to understand. I'm talking about the other people who know him. If they have a problem with it, high, low, rank, whatever, we have a mound, and that's what we do stuff on. We have challenges. Somebody should challenge us on it. Instead of letting something fester, whatever it is, if it's bad or good, if they have a problem with it and don't want it to fester, they should challenge them on it.
The problem isn't the warden. The warden didn't give the order to kill everyone in the hospital. Will did. And while I may not have challenged him directly, I have informed myself, and there are many who are watching Will closely, and people know it's not. People know he has changed. People know it's not him because people of his pack people of his pack can feel that it's not him. People that have this connection to him can feel it's not him, and people who have known him since he came here can feel it.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's. I was talking about the whole thing with. Will. I wasn't talking about challenging the water. I was talking about challenging the Will because it's like you. No, you are completely fine. You're just trying to understand the situation, and I get that. But that's what I was talking about. If somebody have a problem, they should challenge them. Like they should challenge them for it. But at the same time, if people cared enough, that there's only been three people that have actually been talking to him, trying to get through to him. If we were such a band of brothers and sisters, as I'm trying to promote to the kin and Guru of the Sap, trying to make sure that we show some inklage of unity. If we were such that, we would be trying to understand the situation right now, but we're not. We're actually not. And as I'm doing these PR moves, trying to keep up image and stuff, trying to sing tales to people, we're not doing that, but driving wedges, and we're being divided. We're being divided, and we're doing our own thing. People are not speaking up, and the only thing that keeps me from speaking up is because of my rank. Because we live in a society of hierarchy and how things go. The only thing that I could do is sing tales and hope that we have some inkling of unity. Was you there at the? Was you there at the? You know, the little tea the first time that everybody was gathered around, and when I was having tea with everybody, was you there? I think you was there.
Yeah, I think I was there.
Okay, you okay? You was there. Everybody had tension when they was sitting at that tea table. It looked like they was sitting on lava, like they was sitting on coals, hot coals. They couldn't even look at each other for real. And as I tried to promote unity, peace amongst brothers and sisters, they just basically told me to my face that there wasn't unity, that there wasn't balance amongst each other. Let me tell you something. I, as one of the kids heard said, I do not deal on that fake shit. Excuse my language, on the mother. I do not deal on that. I'd rather be united than to be divided at all. You want to know why want to know why I'm starting to provoke people now? You want to know why I'm doing that? Because when somebody have a common purpose, on something, yeah, I'd rather everybody hate me and hate my guts than to hate each other.
If you're not, I get that we should avoid tension, and well, all that matter that we are the rule. There will be fights amongst us. There will be individuals will fight other individuals. We need to make sure it doesn't get out of hand, and we need to make sure that the matter is settled quickly. I agree. However, if we challenge will right now, it might not settle the matter. People are observing that he is being tainted by the world. Before challenging him, people are wanting to balance him.
Why do that? Why do that now? Why try to do that when who? Why try to do that? And if something may happen, it's like you're talking, like people been saying, it's like they're talking to two different people. You wouldn't be talking to the same person you've been talking to. So why go through the hassle of doing that? Why just challenge them and do what you have to do after, or something? Do something instead of talking about it. They should just go ahead and do it.
They are I perhaps should inform myself more on exactly what they are doing. But there are steps, from what I've been told, there are steps being taken to rebalance will.
Then whatever steps that needs to be taken shall be taken. Then it is to be honest. To be honest, it's almost like it's a pack matter. But like people is trying to make it into almost like a set matter. No one has gotten hurt. No one has gotten hurt from this. Oh, a bunch of humans got hurt? Really? No one has not gotten hurt from this.
It matters because if balance happens to one of us, it happens to someone that is part of the nation, and therefore, at least of the sept, and therefore a small amount of imbalance comes to the set.
Let me let you in on a little secret. Let me let you in on a little secret, Grant. There's no balance here. There's no balance in this city. The balance must be created here. It is no balance here. It is a battleground. It is a battlefield, and it must be created here. There's no balance here. There's some things that needs to be done. That's the only thing I will have to say about that. That's the only thing that I can say right now, because there's no balance here.
And he'll nod. By the way, I've been approached, and I think I should tell you about it. You wanted to know more about the Detroit situation, about the attack on Detroit?
Go on.
I've been approached to join a pack that are attacking them. They are going to join the set from Chicago to attack Detroit, to go on in the war zone in Detroit. It should be Friday sometime, but there's a bunch of us going if you want to join.
I will see.
And he'll nod. If you come, well, as we have just witnessed here, we don't agree on everything, but on the battlefield, it will be honor fighting next to you. I've fought you. I know you have. Well, you have something in you. You have heart, and you're a damn good fighter.
And Shin-Lo will basically eat. Basically, will eat one of his dumplings. I may send you warriors off with a song of encouragement, since that is what you're doing soon, and you will need it.
Thank you. And with that, he'll do the proper Gary living thing. And so yeah, he'll do the few steps back and smile, saying, "I'll see you soon, Shin-Lo. It was nice talking to you."
Of course, I will begin to prepare the song.
And
Tell
with
the
that,
Striders of Concrete device I will be on the lookout for it.
yeah. And he'll nod. And with that, as he leaves, I guess we can end the scene. Thank you, player, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching.